thank you very much for taking the time to come with us. You have here a lot of our dealers in Canada and a lot of our customers. So first of all, thank you very much, everybody, for joining us this afternoon. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Tim Royce, President and CEO of Mercedes-Benz Canada. So I hope you're enjoying the race weekend. Niki, help us out here a little bit. Conditions were completely difficult today. Now you've also had your racing experience. How was it out there?
It was very difficult because I've been racing here in the past, and the main reason is that the weather conditions were not stable. So you had to go out in the last second with a new set of tires and get the perfect lap in. And Lewis did a perfect lap to the last chicane, unfortunately, and then braked a little too late. And now he's second, which I think is still very good. Just to not make here some bad statements about his driving. He's doing a very good job. But it was very difficult because if you missed that point for the dry line or had traffic, what happens to everybody here, it is not easy. But Rosberg being fourth now, and the Mercedes did a very good job, as you know, in the last couple of races. From last year to this year, there's a big change. I'm happy to be part of it. And the Monte Carlo win especially, I think, was a very particular one. The first win in the most important race this year. And now we're going to see the starting position for tomorrow's race. I would think it's going to be dry, a little warmer. Will be a tire race again, which is okay, we are used to it. But the position of both cars for the start is very good.
Niki, you mentioned the qualifying now and also tires. I'll come back to the tires for a second here, but I just want to make sure everybody understands what just happened out there in Q2 actually with Lewis. Okay, after a red flag, Matt scrambled out of the pit lane, cold tires, cold brakes, everybody's all over the place on the track, and the guy hits it out of the park and comes in with the best time in Q2. I was amazed with that. What do you think about that one?
It was, but I wish you would have done the same in Q3.
Now you mentioned tires, Niki. It seems to me that this season it's all about the tires. Unfortunately, it takes away a lot of sometimes the race excitement. It seems that the pilots are more than racing pilots. They're tired nurses out there on the track. Is that going to improve anytime soon?
I hope so, because it's very clear that the Pirelli tire is not as bad as it looks, because last year it was a perfect fight without a tire war to win the championship. But what they try to do this year is make it even more interesting to last year and have more pit stops. Because last year we had one pit stop only, some races. Bernie Ecclestone didn't like it, television viewers, spectators, it was too boring. So what happened this year is that they went a little bit too far with the compounds, which is not easy to judge during the winter because the cars are developed, everything is different. And now they're slowly coming back that we end up, which I think is the ideal thing for spectators and television, 2 stops, the most 3. And here tomorrow in normal conditions we have 2 stops, so they're going in the right direction. Pirelli got everything under control again. And to come in after 4 laps or 3 laps, for example in Barcelona, I think is not right. So they're going in the right direction. It will be easier for the drivers, they can concentrate on driving and not watching the tires, which I think is important. And we're going to see the race tomorrow, but it's going certainly better.
Now, Montreal is known as a racetrack that eats tires. And we seem to have been making some improvements in our team. Now, Monaco, was that already a reflection of the improvements we made on tires? Or was it more a reflection of this being a city course with difficult overtaking?
No, I can tell you very simple. The Mercedes qualifies very good. We've shown this twice, front row, now here again, the race before. We finished 3rd twice, we won the Monaco race. But Monaco is a very particular race, as you just mentioned. You have to have a good car in qualifying, that means you have to have, as a driver, big, can't say it in English because of all the ladies, less the car than the driver.
Guts, Niki, guts is the right word.
Okay, guts, but when you sit in the front row, it's half of the victory, because nobody can overtake and you can just do your own race, and then you're going to win it. This is Monte Carlo since ever. But this race basically will be the same than Barcelona's and before. The tires will be, let's say, less critical here because it's not going to be that hot. But the tires still have to watch how many laps they can do. And the big problem here is that on Friday we could not do long runs because it was wet to understand the tire wear. Normally you work on Friday to understand the tire wear, then you have your strategy right for Sunday. Qualifying is a different issue. So tomorrow it depends on how warm it gets. Everybody says 22 degrees, which is much warmer. There has to be a lot of thinking done with the engineers, with the drivers. First of all, how many pit stops? I would guess 2. And then how you use your tires to get in the end to the best result.
Well, during the race tomorrow, Niki, you're going to have about 400 people on this end of the pit lane cheering like crazy for a win from our team. Last question, nothing to do with racing. There's a movie coming out in September called Rush. Actually, we were able to do a preview of this movie, I think on Wednesday for some of you. Even though the movie is only coming in September, the movie is by L. Ron Howard. And I think it relates a story of a certain very successful driver in the past called Niki Lauda. So can you tell us what was your involvement in this movie? How do you feel about it? Have you seen the movie? Are you glad with the outcome?
So for me it's very difficult to judge my own life in a movie, but nevertheless I was asked by Peter Morgan, who wrote the script about the 76 season, to give him all the feelings and insight which happened at the time, which I certainly did. Then Ron Howard came along and didn't know anything about racing. Then we sat down day and night to explain. His eyes started blinking. And then he made a very good movie, I think, but it all depends on you people if you like it or not. But the funny part, the funny part for me really was Daniel Brühl, who played me, who came to Vienna to meet me the first time, and I said hello and how are you? I didn't know him. And then I said, how difficult is it to do this movie? He said, it's very difficult because you're still alive. So I said, what do you mean? Because you're present, you're in television, people know how you speak, how your English pronunciation, how your Austrian dialect works. And to learn that, for me, is really hard. So we went in Vienna to an Austrian school teacher to tell a German guy how to speak Austrian.
Not an easy task, guys.
And then he had to learn the Austrian English way, which I'm talking now to you people. And I was amazed when I saw the movie, then it was like me. Exactly the way of pronunciation, the thing. So I like the movie, I think it's very good, it's Hollywood. In the end, it was a little different than it really was in the movie. I can tell you a funny joke about that, because you know that in Fuji, when I got out of the car, I went back to the airport. Then they said to me, this is not an end to a movie. Yeah? There's a police again. You stay there, and then you leave with your wife in a helicopter and say, I've done it all for you. Which was a lot of bullshit at the time. But anyway, the movie is very good, I think, and I like it.
Okay. Thank you very much.